Police in Seattle say they're prepared for the worst tonight as Antifa activists have reportedly been seen mobilizing. We are monitoring the situation all night, so we'll keep an eye on that. But first, let's talk about it with KTTH Seattle talk radio host Jason Rantz. Jason, you and I were talking during the commercial. It sounds like just as you were prepping to head to the studio for this hit, you saw some action up close.
Yeah, there's about 100 plus or so marching around Seattle right now. They're not doing too much damage because Seattle PD, when you actually allow them to do their jobs, they're really, really good at corralling these groups. And so there are a lot of police officers right now trailing these Antifa agitators and other activists in the community to make sure that they don't get too out of hand. There was an attempt at one arrest, but beyond that, it's been fairly tame as far as Seattle action is concerned.
That is good news for the folks there.
Yes.
Seattle King County NAACP statement today reacting to the trial in which Derek Chauvin was convicted on all 3 counts said, "We live in an America where white people can storm the U.S. Capitol and go home safe and unarmed, while black and brown people are effectively sentenced to death for counterfeit dollar bills and loose cigarettes." It seems like the verdict is, in some ways, Ted Williams said earlier tonight, he's talked with the family of George Floyd. They have some measure of happiness and of a sense of justice over this. But we hear all these other conversations swirling tonight, including from Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez and others saying, oh, no, this does not prove that the system worked, and this is just the beginning.
Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure I understand then what folks are asking for. They said that this was not going to go in a fair way, that Derek Chauvin was going to walk, and it proves that the justice system is broken. Then the opposite happens, and it proves that the justice system is broken. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that your way of thinking about justice in this country is only that you get the results that you want, the results that you demand via a mob, via the threat of violence, which is what we saw over the course of the last several weeks and really the last year. That's not justice. That's mob rule, and we have to do everything we can to push back against it. They can compare it to the January 6th riot all they want. We can pretend, I guess, that Ashley Babbitt didn't die. We can pretend that people aren't being charged. We can pretend that people right now aren't in jail facing those charges, but that would be a lie. So let's face the actual facts. You had a jury of his peers find him guilty on all 3 counts. This should be proof that the justice system works, and they should reflect on that. And instead of saying that, no, it doesn't, let's stick to our narratives, they should say, okay, this was actually a pleasant surprise. Let's move forward.
We, by the way, are tuning into Portland to keep an eye on things there, as we understand there are some people marching and there have been some calls for gatherings. So we will see what happens there. In the meantime, I got to ask you out there in the Northwest, there's this big brouhaha brewing over in Oregon. A health official there saying essentially they're going to do something that some people interpreted as making masks and mandates permanent. There's a bit of freak out over that. I want to play something by Admiral Giroir, who was part of the White House task force on this. Here's a bit of what he had to say about people wearing masks, especially those who have been vaccinated.
Look, you're immune, act immune. I think you see that happening in Texas and Florida and Mississippi and Alaska and so many other places. And the rates of new infection on those states that have no mask mandate is 60% less than the rates of infection in states that are keeping people locked down with mask mandates.
So, Jason, quick comment on what's going on in Oregon with the masks.
Yeah, so in Oregon, they have a little technicality that would require them to constantly have to change the law to mandate masks. So what they would like to do is just make it permanent. They say just as a way to fix a technicality. However, everyone is upset, rightfully so. How about this? Deal with the technicality. Anytime you put into place any measure that promotes the use of masks while you're simultaneously telling people to get vaccinated is sending mixed messages. So deal with the issue, do a little extra work, and focus on getting people vaccinated without telling them after you get vaccinated, nothing changes. You're still going to have to wear 12 masks, and you can't even go outside. That's ridiculous. Come on.
It's a hard sell. It is a hard sell.
Yeah.
All right, Jason Rantz, great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shannon. Appreciate it.